welcome back to Dicebreaker. We are here at PAX Unplugged, and I am joined by Nikki from Plaid Hat Games, who is showing me about a very exciting game, Hickory Dickory. Please tell me more, I'm very excited.
All right, well, Hickory Dickory is a royal scavenger hunt thrown by Lord Cuckoo. He's the ruler of this cuckoo clock. And
of course.
Yes, of course. And every player is going to be controlling their own team of mice, and they're going to be riding around this minute hand, jumping off to perform actions and grab tiles that will hopefully fit on their scavenger hunt card. Every player has their own hunt card. It's different, but there are some overlapping tiles. So you're going to be racing to try to snag tiles before other mice will get those. Another thing about this game is when you're riding around, the minute hand only holds a certain amount of mice. So you can try to bump off other mice that might be in your way and force them to take an action they may not have wanted. And they'll bump here or bump back and have to take one of these actions.
That's so fun.
Yeah, it's also the tiles, they fit onto the mice bags, and whenever your mice are in the same space, you're able to trade freely. So you're going to be forming like a bucket brigade to get the biggest turn in with your bags, because the more tiles you have in your bag, the more points you're going to score.
That's adorable. I love that all of the tiles are like little trinkety things, like marbles and dice, like little like borrower things mice could pick up.
Yes, that's exactly what we wanted, is what would a mouse want? And I guess they all want to play games because they want this dice.
Nice, they would love this game. I just know mice would love this game.
Yeah, for real. Turning in your bag is how you will get the majority of your victory points, but there's also a clock weight down there that the mice will be racing up the chains and grabbing victory points as they go up. And the first mouse to the top leaf will gain the victory points that the pine cone is pointing to. And when they score those, the pine cone actually goes up as if it's an actual weight. And the next person up will gain less victory points.
That's so fun, and that makes so much sense because that's how a clock works. I love that.
When we came up with that idea, we wanted the other one to kind of go up, but it's like, that is not working.
Yeah, that's
we know this isn't exactly how a clock works. Yeah. Don't get on to me. We're aware.
You gotta have a fun game, not just like a fully working clock.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, you gotta compromise.
We've scratched the game. We're just designing this cuckoo clock.
Honestly, it's beautiful, so I wouldn't be mad.
Well, thank you. We're very proud of it. It took a while to get the minute hand to be functional, but it's working great.
It's amazing that you can like pack all that up and pack it away and it still turns perfectly.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
Oh, yep, we're proud of it. And the hour hand actually works as a round tracker. So you will be going around the whole clock, mice jumping on, off to perform actions and get the tiles. And then whenever the minute hand hits 12, the clock ticks forward. So you know how many rounds you have left. And the game ends when the clock strikes midnight. You would calculate your victory points and give yourself bonus points for rows and columns completed on your hunt board. And then the person with the most victory points, also known as berries in this game, wins the game.
Of course, because you're collecting little berries, because you're little mice.
Yeah.
Of course, it all makes sense.
Another thing in this game that you will be looking for, because you're going to be searching for tiles as well as collecting the ones on the board. So Lord Cuckoo has lost his 3 relics.
Okay.
And they will be in the bag, and they might come out on the board, and they might end up in the discount bin of the market. So you're going to race to try to collect those, and then those must be delivered directly to Lord Cuckoo, and he'll reward you with 5 victory points and a favor card. And favor cards just give you a bonus action that you can play on your turn in addition to your regular action.
Oh, that's very cool. I can see there's a whole little deck there, so I guess you can get like all different ones depending on which time you play.
Yes, we had it that the actions that you can do are all listed on the board too. So there's not more actions that you have to remember. Like, I know what this does because it's already on the board.
Yes.
So I will play this whenever I want to try to.
So how does the market work? Can you also like kind of trade things in or get things?
So the market works where there are spaces on the board that you can go to, and of course there are favor cards there that you have to trade in a tile to the search bag to either gain 1 wild or you can gain 2 from the discount bin. Itsy Bitsy has great deals in the discount bin. So sometimes you can turn in a tile that you don't want and be able to score 2 that are going to go onto your hunt board. So you want to pay attention to what's in the market.
Of course.
When the minute hand hits 12 after each round, those will refill.
Oh,
That's part of the refill phase. When the minute hand hits 12, we had to do an acronym to help people remember how to refill everything, and it's Lord Cuckoo chirps. So the first thing he does is we have cat paws here. So after the first round, you have attracted the attention of the house cat. So you're going to roll the cat die, and then the spaces that show up are going to be blocked off, and no mice can go there that turn. They have to run to the next highest number.
Because the cat's putting his little paws into
Yes,
the clock.
exactly. Yeah, and
I
so
love that.
you would roll it twice, and you're going to block off these spaces, and then no one can go there. So if you were planning on doing that action the next turn, the cat might have other plans.
Oh, wow.
So, so that's C, and then H would be the hour hand. So that's when you would tick it up so you know how many rounds you have left. And then I would be inner ring. When they take actions, they jump to the outer leaf and take the tiles and perform the action. So they would all go in. And then R is refill, when you would refill every tile that's missing.
Yes.
And then P is priority track for moving whose turn it would be next if there are multiple mice on the same spot. So
I love that.
We
You've made chirps fully habit. I thought it was just chirps as in like just a reminder. That's so incredible.
Like Cuckoo, he rolls this clock, he chirps, you know, you gotta refresh the board.
That's so fun. I love that. Obviously, like, it sounds like it's a really fun game to play as well, but I can't get away from the fact the art is just incredible.
Thank you. It was the first game that I did art direction for, and
Amazing.
The first artist I reached out to, she was like, yes, I'm on board, and I was so excited. Every mouse has a special ability, so I tried to like match that with how they look. Like, this is a jerboa mouse. It has a special ability where it can jump up to 2 spaces off the minute hand.
That makes sense.
And then the scavenger is actually based on a Dumbo rat, but we're calling it a mouse. It's bigger and it takes up 2 spots on the minute hand, but it can hold another tile. And then there's a cute little spotter who we gave glasses and telescope, because when they reach into the search bag for tiles, they get to pull out an additional tile, look at them, and choose which one to keep and which one to throw back. And then there's a cute little scamp who's rolling a button. They're the new guy, and they can only hold 2 tiles in their bag.
They're just a little guy. They just already got the little button.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite. It's so cute.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that. That's so cute. I love them all so much. So obviously, what kind of inspirations did you have for art?
It's basically just looking at cute animals, and I knew that I wanted it to like have this sort of like fairy tale aesthetic, very whimsical.
Yes.
And then for Itsy Bitsy, we knew a lot of people, they don't like spiders, so I tried to make her very welcoming with glasses and like a little old lady running her own shop.
I like her. I normally hate spiders, but yeah, I can see she's actually kind of nice. I would like to hang out and
she catches all the good deals.
Actually put a hand in her web and take something, perhaps.
Well, I wouldn't do that.
Okay. If she would give me something from her web.
Yeah, so, and we actually, the artist we hired is actually from Germany. So like when I mentioned cuckoo clocks, she's like, right up my alley.
Totally
I know exactly what you're looking for, yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you can definitely see that the theme has come across in everything you've done. It looks incredible.
Thank you.
So when's it out? When can people start playing this?
Hickory Dickory, it's actually on the ship right now. It's going to be out in January.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if people get their pre-orders in, they'll go directly. When we get them at the warehouse, we'll send them directly out, and then retailers will get it shortly after. We already have distributors waiting for their copies.
Fantastic. So whereabouts can people find this game, find more of you guys?
If they go to hickorydickorygame.com, they can find all the information they need right there. We have the rule book, we have how to play videos, preview videos, beautiful pictures.
Of course, of course. You gotta see the beautiful pictures. That's the whole thing they're selling it. No, the game looks fun as well.
The table presence is very
It is great. So it is 4 players?
Yeah, it's 1 to 4 players. We do have a solo mode. The difference in that, so we have these space blockers here. So however many players you have determines how many spaces are actually available for the mice. So the fewer players, the tighter it gets. So with a solo player, you would put both of these blockers in, and you would just have 2 mice that can ride.
Right.
And anytime you pass a spot with the cat paw, you would roll the die. And if the number comes up that you're on, you get scratched by the cat and you lose a tile.
No.
So in the solo mode, the cat's actually mean, not just batting at you. It's got its claws out,
Oh, wow.
So yeah, 1 to 4 players, and it takes about 60 to 90 minutes to play.
Nice.
Play testing this with my husband, 2-player games, we can knock it out in 30 minutes, because once you know what all of the symbols do.
Yes, that's always a big one, rather than like having to look up and be like, what does the symbol mean again? But yeah, I can see that being shorter.
It's just trying to time your actions properly and hoping that another team doesn't beat you to the space you want and then you get mad.
Like, it's really fun. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of kind of like strategy involved, as well as like, so you're like working against other people and like as well as just like working on your own little thing, which I really like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the cuckoo quests are good at when you deliver, if you have those tiles, you also score those. So it's nice to be like, oh, I see they have those. I'm going to beat them to the delivery space and get that quest before
they're working on that rather than just on the tile.
Yes, yeah. You got multiple paths to victory there.
Okay, well, thank you so much for telling me about Hickory Dickory.
Thanks for having me.
Love the look of this. It seems great. You've already told where people can find you. Is there anything else you would like everyone to know?
Check it out.
Simple as that. Nikki, thank you so much for taking me through Hickory Dickory. This looks so fun. If anyone else would like to check out any other games, make sure to stick around on the Dicebreaker YouTube channel. We've been covering all sorts of stuff from PAX, games that we've been playing, games that we've been checking out. You can find all of that there. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can see the other games coming out. You can also head over to dicebreaker.com where we've been covering articles and news and everything that's happening in PAX Unplugged. But other than that, Nikki, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for showing through. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you'll have a lovely day. Bye!